Who's ready for some hot topics?
I'm kind of scared, but I'm ready.
I'm not, because here's what I've learned, and I think Tom has learned this, and if you haven't learned it, Blake, you're gonna learn
Oh
it.
gosh, can't wait.
I'd say the older you get, the less you care what people think, and you just start giving your opinions.
It's not even that I care what people think about my
there
opinions.
is
I'm just not
that.
sure I have an opinion on some of these things.
Oh,
So I guess we're gonna see.
Well,
I guess we'll find
that's
out.
very true. So
All right.
Producer Jake has put together a pot of potpourri in hot topics. I'm gonna draw one, we'll draw one, and we'll give our hot takes on it.
All right.
I guess. Okay, so here you go. You ready for this?
Yes.
With the
very long.
emergence and continual improvement of AI, do we think that Hollywood industry will be facing a future crisis because of AI? Now, in my first initial go-to was thinking, okay, AI script writing. We've heard of
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Like with the writer's strike.
Yeah.
And then the whole AI creating your image. If you can't shoot it that day, they create your image to be like in the background of a scene or something, or
Yeah.
they need. I don't know.
I agree. Well, yeah. So speaking of the strike, wasn't that part of it?
Yes,
like,
it was.
People
Yes,
were
it
really
was.
mad because of that component of it.
Creating crowds and things, they've got your face, they can use it
Yeah.
in crowd scenes, and yeah, that was a big one.
Yeah.
In perpetuity.
Yes, yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of mixed because I'm like, I am so not sure what I actually think about AI in general. Like, I go really back and forth. But also, I'm like, I think it definitely affects jobs, obviously, hence the writer's strike. But I also think it could kind of help in some ways, like, because I think, you know, like you said, they could almost like replicate you. So I'm like, in one way, if you're sick one day, they could keep shooting. Or if you
Yeah.
just maybe don't have as many days to shoot in your schedule, you can help with that. Or if you're trying to get a crowd, like you said, maybe it does cause other issues later down the road, but maybe they figure out a way where the crowd is helpful and you don't have to draw on all those people either. So I do think there's benefits.
There's true, but it all boils down, I think, to pay. It's like they
Oh,
can use
there you
your
go.
image in perpetuity means you're not gonna get paid except for that one time.
I mean, that's fair.
So if you're replacing people and people's talents, I'm really not sure that that may be going a little farther than you want.
I think that's super fair. Yeah.
Okay, I think we've done very well on
Yeah.
this topic. Tom,
Yeah.
do you want to draw one?
Sure.
Let's just see, because that's a very hot topic
Yeah,
issue, though.
no, I know.
It is.
AI is just so complex. Too.
All right, here we go. Having a bunch of different streaming services or having a bunch of different cable channels?
I'll tell you, I'm done with the streaming services. I mean, I have what I have. I'm not getting any more.
Yeah.
I can't do any more. I'm like, now I'm back to what my cable bill was.
Okay, so I was gonna ask that if you guys are comfortable because
Yeah.
by the time I was living on my own, streaming is what was big, right? So I never paid a cable bill, but I am curious, what was like your average cable bill when that was the thing?
I don't remember.
Because I'm curious on comparison, because I also feel like streaming's getting expensive, but I'm like, is it still cheaper than cable or was cable the way to go?
Well, here's the thing too, Tom. Did you bundle? Because I would bundle.
I just had cable before. I want to say it was maybe $80, $90. It's been a while back. You know, but that was, I had the basics. See, if you have basic, it may be like $20, $30.
Yeah.
But if you're adding channels and then, you know, movie
the other-
channels.
I feel though with those lower prices like the $24.99.
Yeah.
I feel like they get you on the surcharges and the upcharge that you don't see. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
you can get it for $23.99.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But then your bill comes, you're like, what are all these service charges?
real.
And it adds up.
Yeah.
And you're like,
The thing I like about streaming, though, is it tends to be on demand.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to wait for their schedule. You
Right.
can make.
Yeah.
And you know, when it was cable, you kind of had to wait.
Yeah.
I just thought of a very question, and I think I might know the answer to you, but
Okay.
this is a question that goes along with this.
Okay.
Does anybody watch the show live anymore, or is it always like on DVR
That's
or
a
the day
great-
after, or on streaming on the
That's a
service
great
the next
question.
day?
Yeah, I do both. It depends.
Okay.
It really depends on the show. I will say more often than not, I wait and because I record a lot of stuff and it's just easier. And also it's like, comes down to convenience, right? Like a lot of us are so busy and I'm like, I don't want to wait for the commercials. I don't have time for that. And like on a lot of the reality shows we watch, if there's a part I don't care about, I just skip right on past that too.
That-
So I don't
exactly.
care.
Yes.
I will say though,
Exactly.
like personally, I love the streaming. The thing I don't like is how we're moving into the fact that these streamings are deciding to bundle together. Like right now you've got the Hulu, Disney Plus, and whatever the other one is.
Right.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm like, now we're just moving back into cable. So it's all
it's so confusing.
it's very confusing. I don't really understand. But I do like too how you were saying like kind of the emergence of you can see things a lot quicker.
Yeah.
And also I just like that we have way more access to like former TV shows and
Right.
former movies now than we did with just cable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing I objected to about cable is, what do I need these 20 channels for? There is nothing on any
Yeah.
of those
That is so
channels,
the truth.
and I'm going to get charged for them.
Yeah.
So with streaming, okay, I pick whatever service
Yeah.
you want. you know what you're getting there.
Yeah, I
But
agree
you
with that
picked it
100%.
for a
I remember back in the
reason.
day going, I don't need all these sports channels. I don't watch sports a lot.
No,
so I
that's
was like,
fair.
I don't need those.
Yeah, yeah.
I wanted the a la carte option.
I will
Sometimes cable's the only way you
Yeah.
can
say
get
yes,
TV,
and I will
too.
say though, the one thing about streaming, I need them to stop increasing their prices every
Yeah.
2 months. It's getting crazy.
Oh, and they're keeping going
It's
up. Yeah.
stupid.
If they
It's
keep doing
insane.
that, then it will be higher.
I know.
way
That's
higher.
what I'm like. What in the world? Okay.
Okay,
anyway,
let's draw another
We
one.
can keep
Yeah.
ranting,
All
but I'll
right.
stop. Okay.
I
Next
could keep
one.
going on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, this one's simple. Cats or dogs?
That's hard because I have both.
Do you? I just thought you had dog. I didn't know you had.
I have 4 dogs and 2 cats.
Oh my gosh.
And I love them. Now, are the dogs, do they like me? Yeah. Do the cats like me? I don't know.
They allow you to
fine.
live.
Yeah, they allow me to live there.
Yeah, so it's all
I
right.
feel like Tom and I will agree on this one.
We will?
Actually, I don't know. What would you say?
I have no trouble with either. I love them both. I've had both. Dogs are just that, and they're a lot more fun in that way.
Yeah.
Cats, they allow you to pet
Yeah.
them, and they'll, sleep on your lap. And
Yeah.
stuff. So I enjoy them both. I really can't make a choice.
Okay, we are not the same then, and I respect that. I would have taken you more for a dog person myself.
I've had
But-
more dogs though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, that's fair. I would say dogs, but also if you've been watching the show for any amount of time, whether it's this or Ozarks Live, you know that I'm allergic to both. But I can do like hypoallergenic
Yes,
or
yeah,
whatever
yeah,
dogs.
that's helpful.
So it just depends. But so we always had dogs in my house because I wasn't allowed to have cats. So naturally I have a bias. I kind of think the cats are devil, but listen, that's just my
Hey,
personal opinion.
My cats
So-
are devils, but I still love them.
And you know what? And
love 'em.
cats deserve love too, I suppose.
See, I wasn't, probably until I was in my 30s or so. When I was young, I was allergic to dogs. That's what my parents told me. And it wasn't until I got older I went, hey, wait a minute. They just didn't want to get a dog.
Oh,
at that
there you
time.
go.
gosh. Well, there you
They
go.
finally did, but it was
I know
one of
for
those-
sure I'm allergic, but I hate that that was your experience.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, wait, hold on. Are avocados actually tasty or just a product with a great marketing campaign?
That's a great question. Wow.
I do like them.
I like avocados.
I do too.
So I don't know about the marketing situation, but I
I mean,
love
I think
avocados.
you think they taste good though.
I think they
Do
taste
you
good.
like avocados or avocados that are used to make something?
Both.
If you slice up an avocado and put that in my burger, I'm great.
Yeah, 100%.
But you're eating it with the burger, though.
Well, I would eat just an avocado
See, the
too,
thing,
though.
I have to say, if you're making something and it has some avocado, fine. But just to have a piece, they're mushy and
That's kinda
And I think it's
true.
more of a texture thing.
I think that's real.
Taste.
I mean, I think I would probably all of us more commonly eat it with something.
Yeah. Right.
But I wouldn't mind it just on its own either. I really do like avocado.
I love guacamole.
Me too. It's one of my
Yeah.
favorites.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I like guac too, but there's other things mixed in there.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Well, there you go.
All right, Tom, draw another one. We're on a roll now, guys.
I know.
We're on a roll.
I know.
On a roll.
Here we go. In our opinions, what is or was the best era of music?
Oh gosh, that's
I've got mine.
You go, Tom. You go.
go, Tommy.
The 60s, because that's
Easy.
when the Beatles were at their height.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna say, just because it's kind of, I think you define it by almost like when you went to high school. Maybe because
Sure.
that's when you're really invested in it. And you
Yeah.
don't- Anyway, I'm gonna say 90s.
Okay.
Because I like how the 90s started pop, then it went like grunge Nirvana and had a totally different sound, but it ended with pop. Because you remember, the boy band surge came also at the end of the 90s, so I had a wide variety to listen to.
Yeah.
Just saying.
The Beatles were a boy band too.
And I do love the Beatles.
I see, and I do too. I can't go one. It's 60s, 70s
Sure.
is what I would go.
That's fair.
I love, okay then, I'll say 90s into 2000s.
There you go.
Daniel?
I would say, I mean, I think you're right. I think if we go off like the high school thing, which is probably true for me too, it would have to be the 2010s. But I think to flip the script on this question, if I could pick a time, it would be fun to be like an adult in the 70s and like live through that music. Cause I feel like now I don't appreciate as much as I do because
Yeah.
I didn't live through it. I didn't have that experience, but the music is amazing.
Yeah.
You know what my dream
So-
was? My dream was that I wished I was maybe, let's say, 21 in 1977, so I could go to Studio 54 with Liza Minnelli.
There you go. Okay, really
That's
quick.
my
Let's do
dream.
a rapid fire really quick.
Rapid
We got this.
fire.
Okay, ready? This isn't a hot topic, but in the spirit of Halloween, what's a very scary TV safe thing that's happened to us in our lives? Oh my gosh.
Oh, save it. Yeah,
Save it.
that's going to be
Yeah,
too
yeah.
There
too
we
lengthy
go.
for us.
I think so.
Well, that was good though.
This was fun. It wasn't as scary. Speaking
wasn't as
of
scandalous either.
Halloween. Yeah, or scandalous as I thought it was going to be. So, all right, you guys. Well, the fun continues on Hour 3 of Unscripted over on Colorton. See you then on CBS. Join us. We'll see you there.